Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? I'm assuming you guys can hear and see me. Lisa Colovi is out celebrating her birthday. So thank you for wishing her a happy birthday. I have it on my community page. If you haven't seen that, please go over and wish her a happy birthday. She does a lot for us. I've known her since kindergarten and we love her to death. So she's just so amazing. So thank you, friends. Let's see who we got here tonight. I am a little sniffly. I am not sick. Not that it matters. You guys aren't with me, but I have been sneezing today like crazy, and I don't know why because it's really cold and it was snowing. So, um, hey, Gwen. Thanks, Broke Cowgirl Homestead. Appreciate you. Glad you're here. Hey, Heather, Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. I can't talk. Yeah, no worries, friend. I totally get it. You're whooped and now full as a tick. That'll make you pass out for sure. No worries at all. Hey, Spartman. Yeah, Snowmageddon. Will it come or will it not? It's definitely coming your way. For us, it looks like we're going to get some rain and freezing rain and then a little bit of snow. It doesn't look as big, although we're close to the pink area that the news keeps putting on. It's more like this. That says, not sure, not sure. So we'll see what happens. Thank you, Heather, for wishing her a happy birthday. Lisa Colovi is my moderator who's here every week. She is out celebrating her birthday, so just wanting to wish her a happy birthday. She will not be here tonight. So again, sorry I'm sniffly. Hey, Jake, Nunya, Texas. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it does sound like you can get a foot or two there. I saw 8 to 12 now as the latest one, but I don't know. For us, they had said 2 to 5. Now they're back to 1 to 3. I think we're pretty much not going to get much at all, although we really could use it because we are drier than a popcorn fart, they say. So, hey, Skinner Farms. Hope you're doing well. So, Gwen, before you fall asleep on me, hey, Annette, the Cow Emporium, doing well. I'm glad you can make it too. So, Gwen, I wanted to show you, and of course, I wanted to show the rest of you real quick. Hang in there with me, gentlemen, as I show you a knitting book. But hey, Grace and Fire. Hey, Farm Fresh. Welcome, welcome. I bought enough yarn to do a blanket. It was that heirloom Afghan that Alicia was doing, and I never got to it. And I was kind of bummed because I don't know. I was so excited when she started it. I remember telling her to do it. I was like, yes, do it. That's so great. And I just fell off the wagon. I think I got the first square. That was it. Well, now that I've been knitting, I thought, what better way to practice knitting, right? Because I think it's an important skill to learn. Just like sewing and all that stuff, because you may need it one day. I found a local person. I posted in my Instagram stories and said, anybody know about a pattern for a block quilt for knitting? Because what I figured is if I screw it up, it's only one block. I can redo it. Not a big deal. So look at this. 60 quick knit blanket squares. Somebody was kind enough to message me who live locally and say, this is what you need. And the stuff that they have in there. Hey, Dawn Hat Creek. Hope you are doing well in your family. Where do you see these patterns? Look how cool. So I'm going to use that yarn and do a block quilt. And I'm starting tomorrow when it's snowing. Hey, Denise Bissell. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really, really excited because then it tells you how to do the edging on it. Like if you want to crochet the edging on it or you feel comfortable knitting the edging, that kind of thing. He who shall remain nameless, and for those of you who are not here all the time, that means our dog was sound asleep and now on the couch, and now he's walking around staring at me. Crazy pup. So yeah, so I got this, and let me just show you a couple of the really cool patterns for those of you who are fiber artists, because I think you'll like it. I saw some really cool ones in the grayish colors. I'll show you the one. Don't you dare bark. Oh my gosh, he's growling. What a rotten dog. Hang on, I'm just trying to look. Look at this one. Can you see the pattern on that? I know there's a glare because it's shiny pages. How cool is that? What a rotten dog. Go see daddy. Go see daddy, rotten dog. Oh, no worries, Holman's Homestead. No worries at all. Come here. No worries at all. I hope Doug is doing okay. What a rotten dog. Hey, Dark Lord Minette. Hope you're doing well. Let's see here. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, woof, woof. He's convinced you're crazy talking and no one else is there. He's looking for the visitor. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Thank you. I'm glad you like that pattern. I thought it was really neat. I have like 4 pairs of socks cast on because I like mindless knitting. Dawn, this is why I admire you. I can mindlessly crochet. I cannot mindlessly knit. If I mindlessly knit, we have issues. I tried to cast on a sock with 3 double-pointed needles, and I got that far on it. I actually do better with the circular, but I got to do the other one, I know. Yeah, that just stinks. Doug had to work twice today. I have an egg apron and 2 Afghans I'm crocheting as well. That's awesome, Dawn. Yes, he does. Yes, he does, Josh. Yes, he does. 9-inch circular needles. Cool. Cool, Dawn. I like that. Yeah, I recently completed my first hat, problems and all. The other cool thing is, one of the women who was so kind to me at the knitting or the fiber group that I go to every week, not only did she help me fix all of my issues, I think I told you guys that last week, and get me right, like get me on the right track and teach me. I mean, how kind is that? Because I said to her, I don't want this to be about me. You know, you got to enjoy your time. She's like, no, no, no. She just took the time and showed me all that. Then she comes in this week and brings me a whole bunch of knitting needles. I have so many knitting needles of every size, which is really cool. I thought that was so kind. So I'm going to be starting this tomorrow. I know it's spring for you, but it's spring here too, but it's really cold right now and it's raw and it's snowing and we're supposed to get even more snow over the weekend as my dog barks. Another thing that I wanted to show you guys, which I came across, I don't know if I showed you last week. I couldn't remember. Diesel will calm down in a minute, hopefully. Our Runnings finally has some chicks, just meat birds for now. Also, the Country Companion feed is on sale for $13.79 until Sunday. Is that the regular 16% or is that the chick starter stuff you're talking about? If you guys have Runnings near you, that's awesome. Okay, Dawn. Yeah, I do too. I have a lot of crochet stuff and all that. Crazy. Oh, layer 16% purple bag. Good. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. I have to go get feed tomorrow, but I'm going to go to my local feed store because I have to get pig feed because Runnings can never seem to have what I need. So I buy mine from a local feed store. Have any of you, are those needles going somewhere special? They're in my needle stash. They're really cool. Why do you need needles? If I have duplicates, Heather, let me know. if you want to send me an email and we can talk there. Hey, River Rat, hope you're doing well. Have any of you heard of, let me look up the right name because I don't want to get it wrong. Have you heard of a snail roll for seed starting? I'm just curious. Let me know if you've heard of a snail roll for starting seedlings. Just want to see what everybody says first before I say anything. Sparkman hasn't. Okay. Just making sure my craft room is still good. Heather, the straight ones went in the case that I have. The ones that didn't fit in the case are tied together with an elastic band, and the circular needles are tied together with the metal ties from bread, and they're in my bag in my closet. So yes, but I will admit, my desk in there is a mess because I was looking for something the other day and I left it all on the desk. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. Is that one of those things you just roll out and has seeds in it? That's seed tape. And that's what Gwen was talking about. Okay. Hey, Brampton Gardner. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Mountain Grandma. Hope you're doing well. So bear with me, guys. I really don't have I don't have a moderator tonight, okay? Because Lisa Colovi's out celebrating her birthday. So I did want to bring, excuse me. I did want to bring it up that on my community page, if you would like, and I would appreciate it if you went over there and just wished Lisa Colovi a happy birthday. She hasn't seen it yet, but she will by tomorrow, I'm sure. So thank you to those of you who already went. So I'm using bubble wrap, but it's not the right stuff. The right stuff is polyethylene wrap, I think, or poly something wrap. It's that flat foamy stuff. And I saw a lady on Instagram do this. Now, my piece of bubble wrap is too wide, so I'm going to fold it, but act like it's not folded, okay? Hold on. Bear with me. So I folded it in half because it's about like this. If you go to my channel, Alicia, and if you go to the tab that says community. Okay, good. Oh, thanks, Dawn. No worries. No worries. We're just hanging out and chatting anyway. No worries. All right. So let me roll it up just to show you. So what she does is this woman lays this out flat on a table, right? Not folded over. And then you lay dirt, compost on it, right? All right. Then while it's on the table, you roll it up like you would, just a big roll. And hold on, let me roll it up and show you. Now, mind you, it should have dirt in it. And then she sticks them in a cup of water. Thanks, Mountain Grandma. But really, don't go crazy. I want you to relax too. Okay. So it's rolled up like that. And obviously, here you can see that's where dirt would be. And it would hold it apart. And she stands it up in water. And of course, she waters on top just until it gets started. But she sprinkles seeds along the dirt in the seed roll because obviously it wouldn't be wrapped so tight. So you might have dirt like this amount in here, right? And then she sprinkles the seeds on that. And I'm going to see if I could show you a picture and I'll tell you what her name is. Give me 1 second. I'm sure she's on all social media. Bear with me while I do this. Okay, I'm looking. Do. Gosh, well, I'm surprised she didn't come up first this time. Usually she comes up first. Let me try this again. Farida Snail. Bear with me, guys. I just want to send it. I just think it's really cool, and I wanted to show it to you. Oh, here we go. I just want to make sure it's the right link because I don't want to post the link that's wrong. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to go to the chat and post it. And you guys can check it out whenever, if you want. If you don't, you don't. That's fine. I just want to offer it up to you because I thought it was a great way. There it is. It's a great way to save on space. And this lady is growing tomatoes, eggplants, all of that. And it's just so incredibly amazing. And if you're on Instagram or Facebook, her name is, this is a lady who does really well at it. This is her name. Whoops. That's what happens when you hit too many buttons at once. That's her name on Instagram. So I'm sure it's similar on Facebook. But really, really cool. She shows all these like plants in there. And then what she does is she unrolls it and she adds more compost to it and rolls it back up as they're growing. And it's just incredible because you just pull them right out. You unroll it, you pull the seeds out, and you can plant them. So I think that's pretty cool. Let me go back in the chat, see who I missed. And by the way, I'm seeing all these messages come across my phone. Thank you for wishing Lisa Colovi a happy birthday. I appreciate you guys taking the time to do that. She works hard every week sharing links. And thanks, Mountain Grandma, for sharing links. You're really sweet. Yes, it would be great for onions. I agree, Michelle. Let's see here. Hey, love the land. Hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you, Alicia. Hey, Drops Family Garden. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it is. It's really cool. It's really neat. I want to see if I can show you a picture of it. I wonder if she's got a picture on her account. She's got a lot of reels, but I don't want to show you that. That's harder to see here. Of course, I can't type to save my life. There we go. So here's one of her examples. And then she showed the roots of it. And it just saves on space, compost, all that. I think that's pretty neat. And then she just adds soil and rolls it back up. I mean, how cool is that? She probably has a YouTube channel too. I think she does. But I think it's neat. And I'm definitely going to try some. I won't do a lot of them because I want to see how it works first. My tomatoes, it's not something I would do. She did. And I can understand why if she doesn't have as long as we do. But I definitely am going to try it with some of my seeds 6 to 8 weeks out from our frost. Whereas our tomatoes, I don't know if you can see them, are looking pretty good. They're doing really well. Yeah, you could do microgreens, I'm sure. Looks kind of like Pelon. What do you mean by that, Gwen? It's more like, I'm going to try and do it with bubble wrap because I don't have polyethylene, but hey, Nanny Tam. Let me see here what I'm trying to look for this stuff because I'm sure that the polyethylene is probably more breathable, I think, compared to bubble wrap. But I could always put some kind of holes in it. I'm going to give it a try. Okay, Heather, I will make a video. Heather sounds like Mountain Grandma now. Thin Pelon. I don't know what that is. Frost fabric. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, you were using fancy words. I didn't know what you were talking about. So I thought that was cool. And so, excuse me. So why do I share all these things? Community, right? We learn things from those in the community. I have learned more about goats from my goat friends. I don't have a goat. I don't know anything about them except what I learned from you guys. And Mountain Grandma says, yes, I was going to ask for a video too. Hey, Blue Collar. Hope you guys are doing well. But that's the thing. We learn from community. And, hey there, Smoky Mountain Blessed. Hope you're doing well, staying warm. I saw you've been out hiking, you said. That's what we learn. We learn from community, and I think back to when I first got on Instagram, which I started because of our YouTube. And, Rebecca from Halbert Farm had connected to us somehow, and I connected to her. And we used to have conversations all the time. And it's just funny because that's how they became my pig mentors. And, just to have somebody that you can say, hey, it looks like this, and then have her ground me and say, no, it's fine. Or, hey, you might want to do this if you're transporting a pig. It's just so, so nice to have that peace of mind. No worries, Annette. Do what you got to do. Annette went to go check cows before dark. They're in the midst of calving season there. So I think it's really important that you get things from community and then you give things back. And I know, I think it was Gwen, and we were talking about this on Tammy's live about sharing skills and stuff like that. So of course, if I do a video, which is going to be a while because we've got a while before we would start them, it would definitely be, hey, this is something I'm trying, and this is the credit to the person I saw it from. It's not like I created it. I'm not an expert at all. So yeah. I wanted to go back to the knitting book for a minute because I can't remember when Glenda at Grace and Fire came in. And if she's still here, I just wanted to show her this in case she missed it. She may not have. But Glenda, I just wanted to show you. Someone told me about a quick knit blanket squares. So I'm going to be making a blanket with this. So I thought it was cool. I think she saw it, but just in case, I wanted to go back. Look at these. Isn't that amazing? I'm all over the place. Sorry, folks. What else is new? Welcome to my world. So tell me in what ways community has been amazing for you guys. What's been the best part of being a part of a community for you? Thanks, Mountain Grandma. To me, it's great to be able to ask questions. I talk to a lot of you guys on the side, get information from you back and forth. And it's awesome to have that. Let's bounce this off one another kind of thing. But also seeing what other people do and learning to try stuff. And just because it works for them doesn't mean it will work for you, but it's still something worth trying, because you never know what's going to work great and you never know what's not going to work for you. Learned a little about forging. Cool, Drops. That's awesome. Mountain Grandma said, I've made wonderful friendships with like-minded people. Oh, that is so, so true. In fact, we went to a party today, and it's just so funny. I'm like, I don't even know how to talk to people anymore if they don't homestead. It's crazy. Let me just go back up. I missed some stuff. Learning, sharing all the things, said Heather. Yep, absolutely. I'm sorry, I'm sniffly. I don't know what is going on. Blue Collar said sharing info, learning different ways to do stuff. Absolutely. Does she put a rubber band or something around it to hold all the dirt in? I don't think so, but I would, in my opinion. But I never see anything. I don't know if she just tapes it. I'm looking. Hold on. Oh, she keeps turning it so fast.
Like, plants, very healthy looking.
She looks like she has tape on it.
This snail was made of sandwich bag. There are 4 aubergine plants.
Right there.
Very healthy looking.
She did it with a sandwich bag, and she's using a piece of tape. I think I would use a rubber band or a piece of tape, whatever I had. And then as they grow, she unrolls them and lays them out carefully and adds soil, which is just so cool. I learned a new skill. I learned how to slide a pie into a cake without dropping it on the floor. Sorry, probably terrible joke. Never a terrible joke, Nanny Tam. I like that. I've never canned anything, and I have learned so much from everyone. So true. You want to know what's funny, Red? There is, I watched so many people can before I started doing it. And I have to tell you, there were so many things that were drilled into my head. So it was like low acid pressure can, high acid water bath, food safety, wipe the top with vinegar, make sure your jars are warm, like all those silly things. Add pressure for elevation, add timing for water bath. Those things that were not second nature to me were all in my head by the time I started canning. Leave the jars and let them sit, let them seal on their own. So important. Farm Fresh said, questions, community engagement, learning and sharing knowledge and ideas. I love that. So true. Oh, this is the truth. I have learned so much. We are a community of doers. It's so motivating. Yes. Yep. We are a community of doers. It is really motivating. Yes, and you can change an idea up if you want. So true. So true. I love that, Heather. It's hard to have a conversation with a normie when I'm about 93% feral. There you go. There you go. It's so true. It was so funny. Like when somebody asked me tonight, they were like, are you pregnant? And I was like, am I pregnant? No, I'm not. And we laughed about it. But then she said, no, what I meant to say is, are the pigs pregnant? And I was like, not yet. Not that we've seen. They could be. We haven't seen it though. All right, let me just see if I can. And Spartman, I know you said earlier something about you could teach people what not to do. No, not at all. And he said, it sounds like an interesting idea. Pretty sure I'd screw it up. No. You don't know till you try it. Hey, happy Friday, Sarah. Homesteading Hustle. Xander said, interesting. Smoky Mountain Bless said, we don't know how to can, but hopefully we will learn when we have our home. Absolutely. Start studying now. You got plenty of time. Now's the time to learn stuff. Now's the time to get ready and learn what you need to do because the knowledge is here. You know what I mean? The knowledge is here. And that's what you need to be able to pivot and figure out what it is you need to do. Been canning for years, but wife only 4 years, so she's on probation. 4 years in and she's still on probation? I'm still so intimidated by pressure canning. I've watched all the family members' videos. I still can't do it. Water bath, yes. Pressure can water. I didn't do that, but a lot of people say pressure can water for your first attempt. Here's the thing, Nanny Tam. I did pressure canning with my husband the first time because we used the actual pressure canner because I also have an electric one that some people don't agree with, and that's okay. But it's really important to practice food safety, cleanliness. And also, people often say, just try water. However many jars your pressure canner holds, just make sure that that lid is on tight. Follow a video step by step. Leanne at the Mennonite Farmhouse is by the book. So look at those videos, look at the Ball book or the National Center for Food Preservation and do that. Because there's a few things where you check, you make sure that your weight is correct. You make sure that you can see through the little hole on the lid. Make sure that lid is locked on tight. Get really familiar with using your pressure canner before you use it, if that makes sense. Because if you're doing all those things right and the lid is on tight, chances are you're going to be fine. And then obviously you have to be able to know what the weight is for your pressure canning. Get yourself a ball preservation book. I'm telling you. I actually like pressure canning better than water bath canning. Although I think my water bath canning game is about to get better because Ryan bought me a new pot when they had a deal in December. I just haven't used it yet, but our old pot was from a yard sale and it kept letting steam out. So because of our high elevation, we have to go for 10 minutes longer for processing and the water would start to boil down. So I'm thinking it's better now because I have a better seal. Let me go back here. Missing some guys and girls. Never too late to learn anything. I do like learning what not to do from others, trial and error. I like being able to hang out with people who aren't afraid to try new things and learn new skills. None of my friends in real life do anything. Oh, Rochelle, we need to talk later. Another day, I will message you. Absolutely. That is awesome. I love it. I love it. Homesteading Hustle. Would love it if you would watch her channel. Sarah can use the support. So can Mountain Grandma. So can Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. And if I missed anybody, let me know. I watched some stuff on knitting and crochet because I've forgotten a lot. It's easy to. I have to go back and look at stuff all the time. One thing Leanne said was to make sure that you go back and read the recipe each time. And at first, when I was doing chicken stock, I was sitting there thinking, why can't I just keep how long it needs to be processed in my head? And then I thought to myself, what's the big deal? I have the book. I have it marked. I just go back to the book to verify it. And so that always stuck with me. What Leanne said was go back and read the recipe. And she said that she does it every time, even when she knows it. So I think that's important too. Love the Land said, I find my YouTube family very supportive, inspiring, and uniquely creative. Challenges me to think outside of the box. Amen, sister. I am so on par with that. Absolutely. Think outside the box. Hard to find the doers, but we're all here on YouTube. Yeah. So true. Oh my gosh, 10 kids? Yeah, there's no time for anything else. Oh, we love you, Rochelle, even though your name is Martha. We still love you. You are Martha. I get what you're saying. Nanny Tam, I was in the same boat, but I bought a pressure canner this year and I'm going to try it. You can too. That's right. That's right. I think I'm going to have friends that do it all the time teach us. That will be less scary because they can help us do it right. Yes, absolutely. Here's the other thing. You know, I had already been starting canning. I feel pretty comfortable with it. We take all precautions. We do all that stuff. And I still took a free class from our library where the extension office came in and did a class. Turns out it was a lady who worked for the extension office who lives in town who did it at the library. It was really cool. And it worked great. And it was fun to do. So look into your local extension because a lot of people say they do a lot of things for them. Hey, Monica. Welcome in, Bland's Promised Land Ranch. Hey, Ariella. Never late. Never late, my friend. People come when they come. I always double check times, pressure, etc. Absolutely, Gwen. Yeah, I Google my elevation. I Googled my address, my elevation for my address. Because there's other, for me, it's because other parts of town are either higher or lower than I am. There is a vast range of elevations here for us. Yep, memories can deceive us. Just going through the chat here. Bear with me. I need to do the pressure canning too. Still need to watch more videos on that first. Read the instructions that come with your pressure canner. Read the ball book on how to pressure can what you want to pressure can. Make chicken stock if you don't want to use water. Make chicken stock. Your jars need to be clean. If it's, I think it's under 15 minutes. If the processing is 15 minutes or more, then you don't need to sterilize it. But I always wash them and make sure they're clean. And I set them in hot water in a very clean sink. But look at the ball book, the National Center for Food Preservation. Read your instructions on your pressure canner. Super important to do. Make sure your gasket, that's the other thing, Nanny Tam. If you have a brand new pressure canner, that's different. But like I got mine used gently, like barely used. But you have to check the gasket too, because you have to make sure that the gasket is not dried out. Lots of rural areas have seed banks you can get for free. So check. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, blue collar. Ours is useless too. The reason why they had that event was the library asked this lady personally to do this event, and it was free. But I have tried to call mine several times, and I never get a response. I could fight it further. It's just not worth it to me. So I agree. Always check your recipe. As a retired nurse, before we took our meds out of the med room, it was checked 7 times. Absolutely. You know how quick it is to just make a mistake on anything when you got a million things going on. No problem, Nanny Tam. Good night. Have fun with the puppy, the grand puppy. Alexander said, same with my area. I'm on a hill, so we're higher than another part of town. Yep. Luckily, Illinois is pretty flat. Yeah, I'm at the point where we're above the elevation that's needed to do 15 pounds of pressure and add 10 minutes in water bath canning. If we lived in Colorado, I don't know what the changes would be, but I know there's more processing time, and I don't know about the weight, but that's when you get above 6,000 feet. So, yep, that was the other thing that I was going to talk about. I've seen that too, where extension offices will test your canner to make sure it's calibrated and that it's working properly for a very cheap price. Yeah, I've seen that too. River Rat put jars in the oven. That is not something I plan on doing. Those jars were not designed for the oven, and I'll leave it at that. Just not something I would do. There's a lot of controversy over the dry canning and putting jars in the oven. They're really not designed for that, so it's not something that I do. My mom also cans, but never taught us to do it. She was a farmer's daughter, but married a Navy man. My dad. Yep. Yeah, I never had anyone who did it in my family. Yeah, my book says 10 minutes for water bath canning at 5,000 feet. Your elevation is 750? Wow. That's interesting. Ours is 5318. Interesting. But yeah, definitely. I hear squeaky toys in the background. Ryan's keeping Diesel occupied for me. But yeah, I think it's great. We get a lot of stuff out of community and all that, which is really neat. We get all the support from people in the community. It's just really neat. I think community is a really important topic for a lot of us. We talk to like-minded people. We enjoy that time together. Self-taught, absolutely. Self-taught still works. Absolutely. Most of us feel comfortable learning from others, but sometimes we don't have people in person. I never have people in person. Never. It's like I've texted Gwen, or I've texted Leanne, or I've texted Monica, or, Rochelle, for whatever it was that we were doing. I am self-taught crochet, knitting, and a lot of things. Absolutely. I mean, Ryan canned when he was younger because that's what his family did. But, we read the Bloll book, read the National Center for Food Preservation was what we followed. Can you take frozen chicken and thaw it out and can it? I have never canned chicken, so I'm going to throw that out there. So I'm sure somebody in the chat can answer you, but it is my understanding you can take it out and you can cook it and can it. Yes. Crash coursing with my mother. Yep. Let me just go back up. Yeah, one thing more to do, Gwen. I totally get it. I have it written in my book so that I know and I don't have to look for it all the time. I have it written right on the inside, our elevation and how much to add. I always found a good sound when the jars start popping in the water bath. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah, they've been talking a lot about medication issues. Absolutely. Stocking up on homeopathy and learning natural remedies. Ariella said, learning much from YouTube as I never had a family to teach me. Oh, that's good. You guys don't take medications. I have my thyroid medications. A few years of extras saved. Yeah, they start to lose their potency after a year. They're still good, but they lose their potency. Because I know that's the situation we are in with not having a vet, and now with the new FDA rules for medications, we bought a lot before it started, so that way we would have medication on hand for the pigs. Yes, you can thaw chicken and can it. I do raw pack and it works. I don't know the rules about it though. Oops. Oh man, the chat just jumped. Hold on. I would wash any meat, you're going to can it first. Yeah, absolutely. Wash. Get off soy. I try not to eat soy. Thank you, though, Xander. I try not to eat it because soy actually gives me gas and it makes my stomach hurt. So I try not to. Sorry for that TMI, but I figured I'd just throw it out there and be honest. Hey, Vineyard Chicks. Lisa, you can get thyroid messages from your pigs. Thyroid messages? Are they going to talk to my thyroid? I'm just teasing. I'm sure it's a typo. You don't want to carry over the contaminants on meat before you can it. Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just like you would wash any fruits or vegetables. Yep. If you can lose weight, you can get off a lot of meds. Yeah, I've had that in my life before. My thyroid, though, just seems to be getting worse. I definitely could be eating it and not know it. I've had thyroid issues since I was 24. So yeah, I mean, soy gives a lot of folks gas. Yeah. What is that stuff? Oh, what is the name of that line of stuff that has it? Is it Kashi? Let me just look at the website. I remember getting on Kashi one time and all their different products, and I was wondering why I was like in pain in my stomach and everything else. And it was because I was eating Kashi. Needless to say, I figured that out and I stopped that. Thyroid meds from your pigs. LOL, stupid autocorrect. Interesting. I will have to check that out. Right now, I need whatever is making me stuffy and sneeze is driving me crazy. Oh, yeah, that stuff is full of soy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Other than that, I know it's in everything, don't get me wrong, but like I just can't eat the products that are full of it. Split pea soup makes me gassy. There goes the conversation, Michelle, because I'm right there with you. Don't be a bum. Hit that thumb. I love it. I love it. You guys are hilarious. So what are you guys doing this weekend? I'm curious. What do you have planned? I am going to be knitting, watching the snow, and I am going to get pig feed early tomorrow morning because I have to get pig and chicken feed. Armor brand thyroid meds. I'm just writing this down. Interesting. Thank you. I will look. So let's see. Alexander said storming here. Monica said up potting my starts. Yeah, I have some of my starts that I'm giving away to folks for my tomato starts, and whew, I am going to have to up pot more. I ran out of pots, so I'm going to have to go look. Let's see. Shoveling snow, sewing, making scones. That's awesome, Rochelle. I like that. Smoky Mountain Blessed is doing the Ponies in the Smokies Mustang show. How fun. Hope you have good weather for it. Rochelle, like you, we are supposed to get a storm. And they've got part of the state with 8 to 12 or more. They've got us with the least amount. It's just, and then they've got freezing rain and all that. So we'll see if it actually hits us for a change. Gardening and practicing my knits and pearls, Lisa. Awesome. Well, if you need help, let me know. I will be home in the morning. I have to go get feed. But then I'll be home in the afternoon, and I'm going to be trying to do some blocks. Milk and Honey Heritage Farms, which is Heather. She's getting her seeds started. Exciting. Ooh, Blue Collar is starting their tomato seedlings tomorrow. Exciting. I had 154 tomato seeds germinate. I already gave a bunch away to some friends and some of the girls in my fiber group, and I've got more to give away. Let's see. Drop said, just planning what I can before we go get some of our stuff. That's awesome. I hope you're all moved safely in your new destination. I know you have a lot of work to do, but you at least arrived. River Rat, we got a solid dusting and it all melted except for the back part of the property, but we are waiting on snow to come tomorrow through Monday. That's the bigger storm. Laundry, grocery shopping, editing, live streaming, and not least sleeping. Okay, Ariella, there you go. I think I have to do some. I did my grocery shopping Thursday, so that I'm glad I got that out of the way. NP thyroid. Mama said it's a natural pig thyroid prescription. Yeah, my thyroid is pretty much so slow it's dead. 4 inches so far, snowing all night. Wow, that's crazy. What's snow? Come up with a video for Sunday. Mail call it is. There you go. Severe weather coming Tuesday, allegedly. Yeah, it's probably our storm coming through your way. I hope that you guys stay safe. You got a mess of rain. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'll take the snow. I can't deal with all that mud. I remember mud from Connecticut and North Carolina. Lord, I can't deal with mud. Really get snow at the new place in Arkansas. Absolutely. Vineyard Chick's probably doing gardening. I'm really behind, guys. Let me catch up. Excuse me. Oh, gosh, Tony, no apologies. When you get here, you get here. Thanks for coming. I got none growing yet. Chicken feed first thing in the morning, crocheting and watching the snow as well, then cutting and sewing some quilt blocks at my mom's house. How fun. What the heck were you thinking, Lisa? I was using up old seeds because I didn't think that there would be a high germination rate. Wrong. And I'm going to keep 60, but there's no way I can do 150 something. Same here. What's snow? Yeah, that's right. Raining tonight. Not sure how the weather will be tomorrow. Smaller chance of rain part of the day, but Smokey's forecast changes quickly. Yeah, same here. Totally get that. Not a single tomato from a single tomato seed I planted. No beefsteaks, no Marianas, no cherries, nothing. Oh, Xander, I'm sorry to hear that. If I had no soil, what do I get to plant Cosmo flowers? You need soil. You can get some cheap soil or seed starter, a combination of it from like a dollar store. That would help. Yeah, safe, but sideswiped by a semi in January in Nebraska, tore up my truck. Geez Louise, I'm glad you guys are all right. Alicia, it depends on if you're starting seeds or if you're. What I would do is if you're looking to plant seeds in a pot, I would do potting soil, and then I would throw a little bit of seed starter on top of the seeds so that way they can bust up. Hubby went to go check Steely. He ran out of gas on the golf cart. Now has to walk back to go put gas in it. Oh, that's not good. He's not going to be happy. Going to look at storm shelters tomorrow as well. Good. I'm glad you are. I know that that's giving other people peace of mind. Oh, man, I am so far behind. I'm sorry, guys. Hang on. Let me see if I can get through these. Good night, Monica. Thanks, friend. There are also herbs you can take to control your thyroid. You need to get your vitamin D up mostly. And therein lies the problem as someone who lives in the north. The doctor has said, well, I know you guys don't believe doctors, but I'm just telling you, they have said that there is absolutely no way to have, most northerners do not have adequate vitamin D levels. Yeah, they look at the T3, the T4, and the TSH. I know there's something else they don't look at. I'm just looking here. Yep. Yeah, 17 and going on 40. Yep. And they found mine after I had my son. I'm not going to say how because it's a bit much, but 24 and they I am going to be 56. Oh, okay. Vineyard Chicks, that helps too. Thank you. Weekend plans. We have the grandson this weekend. Baby watch for Steely, and who knows, hoping to get something planted. Vitamin D is so important to overall health. It sure is. Sure is. Oh my gosh, you're not supposed to be here, Lisa Colovi. I will come back to you in a minute. My winter grow jugs are doing great, but I hope this snow doesn't screw things up. It shouldn't. Good night, Alicia. Let's see. So, Lisa Colovi, everybody was wishing you a happy birthday earlier, and so we wish you a very, very happy birthday, my friend. And if you'll, after the live, go on over to my community tab, there's a little surprise for you, sweetie beatie. We adore you, friend. Oh, you guys are the best. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being so kind. That's awesome. Oh, you guys rock. Everybody's wishing you a happy birthday. I know her internet goes in and out, so just bear with her, but so, so sweet. Thank you, everybody. Well, guys, Lisa Clovey, happiest birthdays to you, my dear friend. We love you. We all love you. You can see in the chat. And thank you, friends, for being so kind. Hey, Sage and Stone. Hope you're doing well. So, guys, we are going to get going. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, stay warm, and have fun. So, thanks for coming tonight. Take good care, everybody. Bye-bye.